Hello, hi everyone. I'm Sanjay Gupta and I welcome you on Skill Horizon YouTube channel. This is day 10 of 100 Days Salesforce Hands-on Challenge. And in last 9 sessions, we discussed lots of different scenarios related to flows. So in today's session, what we are going to do, we will be discussing about one scenario that will be related to a trigger. So now onwards, all the hands-on challenges will be based on the development part. Okay, so moving forward. So this is the series that I started for you, and in this series now we are focusing on the development side. Okay, so we will be having 100 sessions, and in every session you will be having something new. And every Monday and Wednesday we are doing all these sessions. We are Skill Horizon, we are Trailblazer Workforce Partner. So if you or anybody in your circle wants to do any job readiness training program in Salesforce, so just share this website with them so that they can visit all the courses which are available with us. And we have 3-step learning approach where we focus on the concept learning, we focus on the hands-on exercises, and we focus on the project implementation. Okay, so do share the information with anybody who wants to upskill their knowledge, whether that person can be student, can be having career gap, want to restart their journey, or working in an organization and want to upskill with Salesforce. Okay, and these are our social media platforms. So you can scan these QR codes if you want to follow Instagram and Telegram community. Okay, so this is the challenge for today. And in this challenge, I will be discussing about the before and after phase of the trigger. Right, so this is the requirement that I'm going to discuss, which is available in front of you. So what we are going to do with this hands-on challenge, we need to create two checkboxes fields on account, and their label will be contact and opportunity. Now after this, whenever we create any account, so based on the contact or opportunity checkbox, a related record should be created. So if contact checkbox is checked, so contact record should be created. If opportunity checkbox is checked, then opportunity record should be created. And if both are checked, then both the records should be created. And also what we need to do, we need to check on opportunity creation if this active pick list is having yes or not. So this is the requirement that we are going to implement in today's session. So moving on to the org, and I'm going to open developer console. So here in developer console, I will be writing the code. Let me zoom in a little bit, and before I write any code, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open setup so that under account I can create particular fields. So I would say you guys also can implement this challenge along with me. So just go to account object and create two fields. You can adjust your screen into two parts so that you can see what I'm doing, and also you can do your implementation along with me. So I'm going to create a checkbox field, and this checkbox field will be for contact. So just write contact as a label. This is the first field that I have created. Now I need to create another field. So right now visibility I'm giving to all the profiles, clicking on save. So the basic part I'm not covering. I am understanding like you are already having the basic knowledge. You are just attending all these sessions to upskill your knowledge. So I'm choosing one more checkbox, and this checkbox will be for opportunity. Okay, so now again I'm clicking on next. Visible to all the profiles, clicking on next, and then we can save it. Right, so we have two checkboxes available here. One is for contact and one for opportunity. So that is the first step that we need to complete, and this is done. Now we are going to create a trigger and trigger handler. So I will be applying the best practice, and best practice says never write the code in the trigger. You need to write the code in the trigger handler. So the same approach we will be applying. So I'm creating a new trigger. Let me check if I have any trigger here. No, I don't have any trigger on account. So if you already have, you can manage the code there. If you don't, you can create. So I'm creating account trigger, then S object will be account. So clicking on OK. So this way I created the trigger. Now I'm creating the Apex class. It will be known as account trigger handler. So best practice says we need to implement trigger and trigger handler separately, right? So that business logic will be available in the trigger handler, and we need to call this method in the trigger. So I'm going to write the method here, public static void create contact opportunity, and then we'll be receiving a list of account. Okay, I already said I will not be covering the basic part, so this is a challenge. So I am assuming all the basic knowledge you are having, but still, like you are the beginner and you don't have Apex trigger and development related knowledge. So I already shared the website skillhorizon.org.in. Just visit that, just see the course if you want to learn everything from the beginning. Okay, so here what we are going to do, we'll be receiving this account list. So after this method creation, let's jump onto the trigger part. So here in trigger, what I'm going to do, I'm writing these context variables. So I will show you what if we call it through before insert and what if we call it through after insert. So I will share both the approaches. So I just created these blocks, and here also I'm writing before insert and after insert. Okay, so here I will be writing the code, and I will be calling it so account trigger handler. So let's say what if I call it here, and from here I need to pass trigger dot new. Okay, so I will test it through before insert, and then I will test through after insert as well. We will see which approach is better, but before that we need to implement the code. So I'm passing trigger.new as a parameter, so that will be received here into this ACC list. Now what we need to do, we need to implement a loop on account list. Okay, now we need to check if acc.contact__c. Yeah, we can just write this. So since contact__c is a Boolean variable, it is a checkbox. Okay, it is a checkbox and it will be checked for true false automatically. If you want to check it, you can search it here. So this is a contact field that we created, and its API name is contact__c. Right? It is a checkbox field. Okay, that I have used here. So if it is true, now here I need to create a contact. I am assuming you guys are implementing along with me. So I just created a new contact instance. Now here I am setting the first name. So let's say first name I am setting as test, and I need to set the last name. So for last name, what I'm going to do, I am picking the account name. Then I need to populate account ID so that it will be related to the account. So I'm doing it like this. Now one more thing I need to do, I need to create a list of contact, because inside loop we don't write DML operation. So I will be adding all this data into the list. So here after this I'm going to add it. Yep. So this way what I did, I just added the contact that I'm going to create into the list. So this is first block. Okay, this is first condition, like if on account contact checkbox is checked, so related contact will be created, and that was the requirement. We have this checkbox. If it is checked, then related record should be created, and that contact should be related to account as well. That we need to do. Okay, now what we are going to do, we will be checking it for opportunity as well. Now I am applying one more if acc.opportunity and acc.active double equals to yes. Okay, this is another condition that we are checking. and I'm not using else, because if both are true, then both records should be created. And if I write else, then if first condition is true, so second condition will not be evaluated. Okay, so in this situation, we don't need to write else here, and rather we'll be creating opportunity instance OPP. Now we need to set the name. So opportunity name I'm keeping same as account name. Then I need to put the stage. So stage name I'm saying as prospecting. Okay, now I just need to populate the close date. So opp.close date I'm writing as system.today. So this way opportunity instance will be created, and now inside OPP list I'm going to add the OPP. Okay, so this way opportunity instance will be created and it will be added to the list. Now I need to create OPP list instance as well. So I'm creating OPP list and then new, and then opportunity I'm going to create. So two instances I created, contact list and opportunity list. Based on the loop, I am trying to create either contact or opportunity. If both the checkboxes are checked, then both records will be created. For opportunity, active should also be true, then only opportunity will be created. Right? Now, after completion of this loop, what we need to do? We need to insert both the list. So we can insert con list and we can insert OPP list. Okay. So if you want to apply null check, that is also beneficial. So we can apply null check, like if con list is not empty. So insertion will be done if list is not empty. So this way you can write the null check. This is part of the best practice. And here you can write OPP list dot is empty. And we can write insert OPP list. So this way we are applying null check for both the list, and if anyone is blank, so insert operation will not be happening, will not be performing. So this is the complete code that I have implemented. I hope you understood how I'm going to solve it. Now in the trigger, first I'm going to call it in the before insert. Let's say what happens, because in case of before context, before record is saved to the database, it will be executed. Okay, so let's see what happens in this situation, and if there is any issue, so what we'll do, we will be moving it to the after insert. So now after saving the code, I'm going to create an account. Okay, if I create any account, then those checkboxes will be checked. So I'm just checking whether checkboxes are available or not. They are not visible. I'm refreshing the page. Again clicking on new. Yes, now these checkboxes are available. So I'm creating an account. So let's say skill horizon next gen, and I'm checking contact, I'm checking opportunity, and I am picking yes as well. So what should happen? Both contact and opportunity should be created because these checkboxes are checked. So I'm clicking on save and let's see what happens. So if I see the related list, okay, both are available, but I think they are being created through the flow, because in before ID will not be populated. Yeah, you can see there are two records available, number 7 and number 8. Number 7 is not related to account, number 8 is related to account. So that is being created through the flow. So let me deactivate the flows so that we can do the testing properly, because in the flow challenges also we implemented both. So I'm opening flow trigger explorer, and from here I'm going to choose account create. So yeah, it is creating contact and opportunity. So we have a flow. I'm going to deactivate it. Okay, so it is deactivated. Now again I'm going to create one account so that we can do the testing. So clicking on new button, and so I'm creating skill horizon 101, checking the checkboxes and populating active as yes. This time you will see in the related list nothing will be there, but contact and opportunities are created. If you go to contact, you will see this is created, last one. And if you go to opportunity, so here also you will see, uh, if I show all opportunities, yeah, here it is, number 23, and this is also not related to an account. Right now the reason is we are calling this in the before insert. So in case of before insert, what is happening, account record is being created, but since this method is being called in the before insert, so before account record gets saved to the database, this method is being executed. At that time, account record ID will not be generated, and here we are populating the account ID. And for opportunity we forgot, so we need to populate, so acc.id, right? So this way, like if you want to populate this newly created record ID, so instead of before insert, we need to call our method in after insert. So I'm shifting it from here. Okay, I'm saving it. Now if I try to create a record, if I try to create account record, so that account record will be created and it will be related to the, account record will be created, it will create one contact and opportunity. If I check those check boxes, and those will be related to the account. So I'm going to create one more. So it is skill horizon 201, and I'm just checking those check boxes. So we have contact and opportunity, and then I'm having active as yes, clicking on save. Yeah, this time you can see in the related list both contact and opportunities are available. Okay, now if I create account, and if I have any one checkbox unchecked, so accordingly record will be created. So let's test that as well. So as a developer, you need to test all the use cases. Okay, you need to create records again and again, and you can check all the use cases. So this time contact and opportunity both are checked, but I am not populating active as yes. So let's see what happens if I click. Only contact is being created, opportunity is not created. Okay, so this way I tried to do both positive and negative testing, and in both the cases our trigger is working fine. I hope you guys also implemented along with me. Can you tell me, like, you understood? Any doubt if you have, you can ask in the chat. We can discuss. I'm open to take few questions because we have some time. So if you have any question, you can ask. I will be happy to answer those questions. And what you guys can do, you can take screenshot of this, take the screenshot of the code that you have implemented, and do share it on the LinkedIn so that other folks also can join this hands-on challenge, so that they can also upskill their knowledge. Because in every session I will be picking some different scenario and will solve it. And today I just explained trigger and trigger handler. In future I will be including test classes also. So the code which we have implemented, we will try to write its test class so that everything will be revised. And while having a screenshot, don't forget to take the screenshot of this slide, because with this people will be able to relate what you are posting. Do copy the YouTube channel link also, so that if or maybe link of this particular stream, so that if you are sharing this on LinkedIn, so that everybody knows like where we want to redirect. Sunny, you are asking about the trigger. So trigger, what I did initially, I tested it in before insert. So in before insert, what happens? This process will be executed before record is saved to the database. and we need account ID, so that's why we are running it in the after insert. In case of after insert, will get generated, and that ID we can use so that the newly created records will be related to the account in this case. Okay, so I think you guys understood what we discussed today, and I'm keeping today's scenario simple. Now, in upcoming sessions, I will try to write the test classes also. Like whatever scenario we will be implementing, we will be writing the test class. Okay, so yeah, this is it for today. I think you guys understood the implementation. So I take your leave. If you want to follow us, you can scan these QR codes. Yes, Jay Sagar, you are right. In after we receive the ID of newly created record. Kshitiz, you are saying include dispatcher class in trigger. So maybe in upcoming session I can do that as well. Right now I simply implemented trigger and trigger handler. Thank you, Chandrika, for appreciating. Okay, so thank you so much for joining today. And in next session, we'll be having some new scenario. And tomorrow we'll be having the dev breakdown. So I will be having someone from the industry, and like she will be explaining you about Postman and Salesforce, how to connect Postman, Salesforce, those things we'll be discussing. And she will be there for the first time. She is working in the industry, so I will introduce you with the speaker tomorrow. We'll schedule that so that you get to know. So every week I'm trying to have one person from the industry so that they can share the knowledge and I can include as many people on my channel. So anyone who is watching, who if you are associated with any organization and you want to share your knowledge, so please reach out to me through LinkedIn. I would be happy to showcase you on my YouTube channel. Okay. Thank you so much for joining session live, and those who are watching the recording, thanks to you as well. See you tomorrow with another session.